Welcome to your program, Anxiety Stress Strategy, that looks at anxiety stress at a subconscious level, so can tune into the appropriate level of calm, clarity, and peace. This recording is a form of conversational hypnosis, so settle into a comfortable place. You relax with your eyes closed. Begin with 3 slower, deeper breaths. 3. Breathing in and out. 2. Breathing in and out. 1. Breathing in and out. Now, we can start bringing tension and relaxation into specific muscle groups as we move progressively through the body. You can tense the muscles carefully, yet firmly, then relax them completely and observe the relaxation to enhance your mind-body connection and tune into your authentic, inner, natural relaxation ability. Start by forming a fist, squeezing it carefully, firmly. Hold it for 5 seconds. Then release it slowly and observe the relaxation for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as the muscles go loose, limp. Tense the biceps, but while keeping the hands still totally relaxed. Find the way to do that now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then relax the biceps and let that tension slowly drain out of your arms as they come back to your sides, and feel that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. Tense the triceps, and only the triceps. As you hold it, then relax. And tense the shoulders, pulling them up to your neck, holding it. And relax now, letting them flop down. Turn the neck fully to one side and hold it tense. And relax. And move to the other side. And relax. Open the mouth as wide as possible and relax and feel that relaxation for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. Tense the stomach muscles, hold it, then relax. Tense the thighs, hold it, then relax. Tense the calves, hold it, then relax. Tense the feet, hold it, then relax. tense the toes, hold it, then relax. And just let your whole body relax, observing the difference now, noticing how muscle tension has drained away, and continue to allow tension to drain away mentally as you do. Continue to inhale that calm, clear energy, exhaling anything you no longer need, spinning that good feeling back towards you like a light, blue waterfall, cleansing and refreshing. Now, I'm going to ask you a question that is the key to success. Are you willing to let go of the excess parts of this anxiety stress now? It may seem like an obvious question, but for people often have a part of them that actually wants to be free of the negative side effects of excess stress. But a part of them actually likes and wants stress in their life. Some people want to release anxiety, but are anxious about releasing anxiety. Or a part of them believes that it's dangerous to release anxiety as it protects them. Some people aren't aware that activities they do they think are relaxing aren't authentic relaxation. Some think that they don't want anxiety stress, but they don't want to be bored. The purpose of this recording is to make sure that you have thought it through and have come to a complete decision to be free of excess anxiety stress. So you can choose to reconnect with your authentic calm, clarity, confidence, your ease. Notice the intention and goal is not to have no anxiety stress. Anxiety stress is an essential, helpful energy we need to make actions. Moderate anxiety is a helpful message. We need to get these messages to make sure we get prepared for events, or to be protected from events we shouldn't do, or do in moderation, or do with care. We are not trying to flip a switch to get rid of all anxiety stress. We are simply turning a dial to have less anxiety stress. Just enough to be free of excess anxiety stress, because we can see through the anxiety stress trick that in excess, anxiety stress becomes so unhelpful that it is actually counterproductive. It ends up sabotaging and ends up not protecting us, but actually creating the result we worried about. Anxiety can protect us from taking unreasonable actions, but excess anxiety can prevent us from taking reasonable actions. Excess anxiety stress is built on excessive false distortions and generalizations of how things went badly in the past and so will go badly in the future. These thoughts and emotions, residues, harden into limiting beliefs. When it comes to a reasonable action or event, if you have excess anxiety, stress, and believe you can't, you are right. When it comes to a reasonable action or event, if you have appropriate anxiety, stress, and appropriate calm and ease, you have the clarity to believe you can, and you are right. And you can take actions without excessive stress and strain on your body and your mind, because you use the stress response for you, not against you. And then you use the relaxation response to rejuvenate. We are not trying to eliminate all anxiety, stress from our lives, and we wouldn't want to. Positive stress adds spice, enjoyment, and achievement to our lives. And relaxation at the appropriate time lets us enjoy what we've worked hard to gain and protect. So, how much is the peak feeling of anxiety, stress for you out of 10? This number is your benchmark. If you are a 7 of anxiety, stress, that means you are at a 3 of okay with it. Our goal is not to go from 7 down to 0. Any anxiety, stress under 5 means anxiety, stress has become the minority. So a tendency to run a constant stress response is replaced by a calm, clarity, and ease. You probably had anxiety, stress for a long time. So what compelling reasons can you give your subconscious to break this pattern? I want you to ask yourself deeply inside to find powerful reasons why you are ready to overcome the anxiety, stress that you had. If your answer is, I should let go of the anxiety, stress, or it would be nice to let go of the anxiety, stress, or they want me to let go of the anxiety, stress, think again. Make it more powerful. So let me ask you, what are the top 2 or 3 limitations you would no longer have to suffer when you decide to be free of excessive anxiety, stress? Have you noticed stress inhibits the body's natural ability to rest, to rejuvenate, for the body to heal? The immune system is weakened, so we are vulnerable to colds, fatigue and headaches, body ache, disturbed sexual desire and sleep, and burnout. Have you noticed that anxiety leads to avoidance, to underperformance, to isolation or irritation, even anger, joylessness? So I'll give you some time to think on the top 2 or 3 limitations you used to suffer due to excessive anxiety stress? What are the limitations you would like to be free from? And what are the top 2 or 3 benefits you'll enjoy when you decide to let go of excessive anxiety stress? Will it benefit you more personally or professionally? Will it help your relationships, your health, your personal growth? What is the first benefit that will come to mind? And then another for you and your life. You can benefit your anxiety stress by changing your mind. Yet your mind-body connection means there is a feedback loop between your inner thought, emotion, and your actions. Anxiety stress is worsened by poor sleep, poor exercise, a lack of authentic relaxation, excessive caffeine, alcohol and substances, and decisions to engage in toxic environments. As a metaphor, clickbait tries to make us click on emotionally inflamed content. We can decide to not metaphorically click on things that steal our attention and trigger our base negative emotions and activate our stress response. Instead, we can decide to choose positive actions that activate our authentic positive. One trick is anxiety stress may seem exciting and tempting, and authentic relaxation may seem boring. If we are addicted to anxiety stress, then it can seem like that in the short term. But in excess, over the longer term, you've discovered how damaging excess anxiety stress becomes. Once you overcame that initial addictive trick and can lean into some of the so-called boredom, you discover that all the deep long-term pleasures and benefits that come when you do behaviors that support the authentic relaxation response. So now consider what behavior you can change. What behaviors can you do less of? Imagine you can see these old behaviors and the connected thoughts and emotions onto a small old black and white TV. What behaviors can you do less of in the realms of sleep, exercise, real relaxation, intoxication, emotions, lifestyle? You can put old actions in the past and do less of things like scrolling late at night, sleeping poorly, feeling too tired to exercise, eating poor foods or drink to get a lift, and getting drawn into negative emotions, or avoiding positive opportunities. Notice connected thoughts like, I could fail, or they won't accept me. Notice feelings like worry, like doubt, nervousness. You can decide you don't want to do any more. You can represent all that on an old small TV in black and white a TV, got it? Now make those images fuzzier and out of focus. Notice any sounds. Then turn that volume down. Move that old TV into the distance, getting smaller, quieter. You are sending a message to your subconscious mind that this is now a turning point. You are putting these aspects of your old anxiety issue into the past because of your new decision. So you can do that. Any old feelings can get less as the moves away into the past. Instead, you've decided there are new behaviors, new emotions and thoughts to experience instead. You can imagine this on a big, bright movie screen, like a trailer for a movie. What behaviors can you do more of in the realms of sleep, exercise, real relaxation, food, intoxicants, emotions, lifestyle? Imagine new actions you can do to choose calm and ease, like prioritizing a regular sleep routine and exercise. Notice how you are mindful of what you eat and drink, and your consumption of media, and your boundaries with toxic situations. Imagine choosing feelings of calm and ease, and thoughts with clarity like, I will win, or I will learn, or I accept myself either way. Now, make those images clearer. Add a soothing, affirming soundtrack. Let that get closer, bright, clear, so it sounds good and feels good. You have made a decision and given yourself permission to have release excess anxiety stress and have the appropriate level of calm ease. And now you are giving your subconscious mind clear ways to make that a reality. Now we will learn about Bet's Calm Ease. BETSS. And you can learn how to experience that calm and ease at a detailed subconscious level, like an investigative journalist, and teach it to or remind yourself. So let a moment you experience calm and ease come up. Now, first impressions. Are you inside or outside? Where are you? How old are you there? What of day or night is it there? Imagine you can step into yourself so that you can see what you saw, hear what you heard, and feel what you felt. So you can break down that experience of calm and ease at all levels from the inside. starting with B, bets. And the B in bets stands for body language and breathing. So let's begin there. Notice if your shoulders are open or back, so that you have a good posture throughout your whole spine, so your energy can run smooth and your breathing can be deep and energizing. What is it for you? Can you imagine adjusting your body language so it's even better now? Can you imagine adjusting your breathing there and here now? Taking a deep breath, inhaling for 3 seconds. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and exhale for 1, 2, 3. Inhaling the feeling of calm, clear, and ease. Do that one more round. Inhale deeply for 1, 2, 3. Hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And exhale longer for 1, 2, and 3. How does that feel? The E in bets stands for emotions. So you can observe the way you were feeling. What message did anxiety stress send you? How else could you interpret that feeling? One person's nervous anxiety is another person's excitement about opportunity. What is it for you? How did you feel that calm and ease? How do you feel that in the body? Does it feel like a warm, flowing, cleansing water? Or a still lake? Or a warm sky? What is it for you? Where do you feel that in the body? Is it centered in your core? Or is it like an encompassing energy surrounding you? What is it for you? If that feeling had a color, what would it be? Or if it had a texture, would it be smooth, soft, silky, furry? And if it had a temperature, would it be warm or cool? Does it seem like a noble eagle or a majestic lion? What is it for you? The T in bets stands for thoughts. What happens to your thoughts when you are in the state of calm and ease? Do you even have to think much at all? Do you find yourself in a peaceful state of being or a flow state of doing? Are your thoughts positive? Or are you just focused with an equality to all? Notice. Are your foreground thoughts like, everything will be all right in the end? Whatever will be, will be. It all happens for a reason, I accept. What is it for you? What are your background thoughts or empowering beliefs? Everyone is doing the best they can, even if that's not perfect, and that includes me. Or, I have faith even if God works in mysterious ways. Or, this karma is getting resolved. What is it for you? The first S in bets stands for see. What do you see in your mind? Did you visualize the big picture context and feel grateful for what you do have, not upset about what you don't? Do you recall times in the past that show you that you can survive many things? So you feel a peace, calm, even in challenging situations, because you feel that this too will pass. Do you see apparent bad things, spiritual awakening small and dim, and getting further away as they are not such a big deal after all? Do you see your underlying good fortune as bigger and more solid? So your problems might be a pile of rocks that look big, until you see they are sitting on a mountain of your blessings. What is it for you? And the final S in bets is for the word say. How do you say yourself in conclusion? This happens for a reason. I know I've learned and grown in wisdom. Or you could say, I wouldn't have chosen to go through this, but I wouldn't change it now either, because it made me the person I am. Or you could say, what I went through was a wake-up, and because of it, I help others now. What is it for you? You're placing bets on yourself, so you can understand the subconscious process that makes this phrase true. If you think you can't, you're right. And if you think you can, you are also right. You can bet on yourself and move forward and grow, because you win either way. And when you win, you can learn. So you can listen to this strategy auto once a week for a few weeks, and your hypnosis audio a few times a week for a few weeks. For now, you can continue on patiently and persistently. You can feel great that you have come to the insight to use the power of your subconscious mind to learn from and overcome this issue, so you can fulfill your life's purpose.